Good morning, everybody. It's a perfect day to play some more pucks today. I'm gonna be playing more or less the same version as the last video, except I moved the Ratchet Bomb from the main deck to the sideboard because I had a feeling it didn't do a lot when we had it in our hand in the previous league. And instead I have put Doomfall in the main deck. I just like randomly drew it in a sealed pool and I was like, oh, this could be a Pucks card. It has two options, and like either target opponent exiles a creature he or she controls, so that means it's like basically they sacrifice it except it's exiled, and it gets around Sigarda because it's not a sacrifice effect, but other than that it basically boils down to them sacrificing it. And you can also choose to Thoughtseize them without losing life, like you exile a card from their hand, a non-land card. It costs 3 mana, so that's a lot, but I just wanted to test out if the flexibility is worth it as a one-off. Like if you play against combo, you can discard something, and if you play against a creature deck and like they're empty-handed, like it still has the flexibility to do anything, like either of two depending on the state of the game. So I moved the Ratchet Bomb to the sideboard and I got one damnation. He's dead. Let me see, I want to play a constructed. Yeah, it always gets put back at limited. They obviously want people to be playing more limited. But I'm only playing legacy, so that was quick. Let's see who we're playing against. Defcon M. Yes, I would like to play first. And we don't have a second mana. Other than that, like it will be pretty good against both creature decks and combo decks. But I can't hope to just like keep drawing lands off the top. Although like we have 50% of the cards in our deck left are lands, it also needs to be a black source and we need 2 of them. This is slightly better. Like we don't have the second black, but at least we have a second mana source. And I'm going to oh my god, I misclicked. I actually wanted to keep that. Yeah, I guess now I'm forced to keep this, even though it still only has 1 land. I think I'm gonna bottom this because I need a second land. And let's hope to just screw them as much by randomly hitting their only lands in hand. Okay, it's Death and Taxes. And Vial, our worst enemy. Like any of our land destruction is gonna be useless now. Yes, actually Mother of Runes doesn't do anything, but Mind Sensor doesn't do anything either. At least taking the Mom slows them down more. Did they? Oh, they also mulligan to 5. So we get 3 mana and 4 cards to delve, but we need 4 mana and 4 cards to delve. Or like 5 mana and 4 cards. No, or like 5 cards to delve and 3 mana. Yeah. Yes, you can put a creature, and I will push it. Then next turn you can play the Tombstalker, and it should beat their Mind Sensor pretty easily. Actually, because it's not Mother of Runes, I have no reason to push it yet. That was a mistake. I'm so used to like end of turn. Wait, Liliana gets to 4 counters, they attack it to 2. And then I can make them sacrifice. I guess I'll do it that way. Like, I don't really want to discard a Smallpox, but I can't afford to sacrifice a land and discard more cards anyway. Okay. Talia, sure. And next turn he can play Talia and violate the Mind Sensor. And this is just gonna make him sacrifice a Recruiter, so it's not great. Oh, he discarded the Mind Sensor. Yeah, I don't want to discard a Mishra's Factory. So I guess I'll just trade Liliana for his Recruiter. And if we get a second Black Source, we should be fine. For now. He's not attacking with Flicker Wisp. That's a very strange choice. I guess he really doesn't want me to attack with Mishra's Factory next turn. For some reason. Wasteland is doing nothing. Okay, now we need a land and Toxic Deluge. I think we can't beat this board any other way. Cursed Scroll is okay. At least it can kill a creature every turn. But it will mean I can't attack with Mishra yet. And I think we are dead, even if we curse scroll them. So, yeah, we can't both stop. Actually, we can play Tombstalker and block Flicker Wisp, and then we can block Mirror Crusader with Mishra's Factory, and we take only 3 damage. Like, theoretically, we are not dead yet. Like, this should be an okay matchup for us, like if they don't have turn 1 File. So I'm gonna bring in the Pithing Needles for File, and Damnation, Ratchet Bomb, and I think that's about it. Okay, so this has to block the Mirror Crusader, this has to block the Flicker Wisp, and we take 3. And we're back in business for now. We can't curse scroll yet, so I'm gonna draw a card. And I'm going to curse scroll something in his turn. Jite, that's fine with me, as long as I can kill the creature he wants to equip it to. So I need him to not draw like a Flicker Wisp now. I will ping the Recruiter and Curse Scroll. I'm not sure I want to upkeep Ping Natalia, because he has Caracas, but at least it won't be able to attack, so I think I'll just try to slow him down. And we draw a Swamp. If we attack and he has a 3-drop, we die on him attacking us back. It's not a Flicker Wisp because he would have played it already. And it's not a Recruiter because he would have recruited in his turn for a Flicker Wisp and removed the blocker. And I don't know, kill us probably. So if I play the land and the Cursed Scroll, then next turn whatever we draw we can waste the Caracas and have 3 mana up to do something. Yeah, I think it doesn't hurt. So I'm gonna start attacking because we can't play around him having a 3-drop every turn, because we need to kill him at some point. Okay, that's bad. No, he was faking it. Batterskull is bad for us, especially if he gets GT on it. I'm gonna waste these Caracas. had wasted the Karakas last turn, he wouldn't have had the Germ token mana. For now, I'm gonna use this as a blocker. It's probably gonna equip Jitte and play Thalia. And then attack and use one counter to kill the Tombstalker. Okay, I think we're just dead. Strange that he didn't use File. But sure, it doesn't matter. Flicker Wisp is a very strong card in this matchup. I will definitely want these. I don't want Nether Void or Trinisphere, because they, if they have a File in play, it slows us down more than it slows them down. I'm not yet sure in this matchup if I like Dark Ritual or not. Like, if they have a Thalia, we need to play Damnation. This still ramps us 1 mana, so it may help us out a bit. But it's still pretty miserable under all the taxing effects. So that's, and I think Sinkhole, well, if you can needle their File or discard it, it's okay. So I'm inclined to leave it in, but so yeah, I may cut like a Sinkhole and a Dark Ritual, leaving 2 for the random. For the random, I really need a ramp effect. This is okay. Like, we don't have anything to stop File, but at least we can make them sacrifice 2 creatures. And we have Cursed Scroll, which you saw last game is really strong, except against the Germ token. So I think this hand may not do enough, but it's close enough that I want to risk it. If they don't have turn 1 File, we should be in a good place. Yeah. I'm not going to Smallpox away their land, because I prefer to take also a creature with it, if we can. Liliana at last fail, I think is stronger than Liliana. Liliana Last Hope in this matchup is stronger than the other Liliana. Oh, if we had Smallpox, he wouldn't have had a second land. But I'm pretty happy to start picking up Liliana here. No 2-drop. Let's see, we draw Wasteland. So I think I want to Doomfall him and then force him to use the File, otherwise we take the creature he wants to File in. And we still have either Innocent Blood or the Liliana plus effect to kill it if he files in Mother of Runes. Okay, he has double Mother of Runes. Then like, Mother of Runes is not great against sacrifice effects. Thalia is annoying, but it dies to the Liliana plus. So basically Batterskull will kill us in the late game, but we should be able to keep him off 5 mana. But if he draws Stoneforge, a Batterskull is a big problem. But I think Flicker Wisp has proven that it's I think Flickerisp has proven that it's the most annoying card for them. Sure, you get the Mother of Runes. And it doesn't have protection from Cursed Scroll. But that's needled, so we need like a Ratchet Bomb, and Ratchet Bomb will still kill our Cursed Scroll. I guess they will cast Talia. No, Mother of Runes. Sure. So I think I want to Smallpox and Innocent Blood here. Start with Innocent Blood. We really need to get rid of this one to get the Liliana active. Or we could him and get rid of the Flickerisp, which is also very annoying. I think I'll start with him. Talia, sure. You discarded Stoneforge, Flickerisp and Stoneforge. That's very good. I think if he filed in a Stoneforge we would have had a problem. So yeah, definitely him was correct here. Because otherwise we would have Stoneforge into Batterskull this turn and the next turn. Here I want to Smallpox. And he's probably gonna keep the Mother of Runes around, which is annoying. Discard Dark Ritual. Discard Batterskull, okay. Sacrifice a Swamp, I guess. Because we can use the Wasteland in case he draws a Karakas. Or a Rishadan Port. But as long as he only uses this to protect itself every turn, it's actually not doing a lot. It will only get more annoying once he gets other creatures in play. Yeah, like he can flicker the Liliana, and then it comes back with 3 counters, I think. And if he had done it in my second main, it would have come back with 3 counters and he would have been able to kill it. So I think that's a mistake. Because now I can put it back to 4 and he can't kill it immediately. Now at least if he wants to attack the Liliana, he has to tap his Mother of Runes. Okay, this also works, I guess. Yeah, Flicker Wisp from Vial is the biggest problem we have with Death and Taxes, obviously. At least now he needs to attack with both Flicker Wisps, or he needs to tap the Mother of Runes. I think he should have just flickered the Doomstalker. Blocker. He's attacking the Lily. Sure, I'll block. Sure, you'll give protection. And we lose the Liliana. Or we don't. That's very strange. Yeah, I'm giving him the option here to kill the Liliana. I guess that's a mistake. But we can still Thoughtseize whatever he has in hand. Or we can just like draw another Liliana. I guess that works as well. I will force him to discard first to see if it's a 3-drop, and then I know if I have to leave a blocker or not. Yeah, against an active Mother of Runes, I guess the old Liliana is still better. Like if he did not have the double Mother of Runes, and I could have taken one with the discard spell, we would have won a long time ago. Like we would have been able to kill something with the Last Hope every turn. And I think I shouldn't have played a land. Like if I draw removal spell next turn, I don't want to discard it to Liliana. So I should have just kept a land drop in my hand. I can still play it next turn if I want to play it. Alright, what do we have to beat this kind of hand that he had? Do you have anything to improve it? I don't think I want Dark Confidant, because it will deal us a lot of damage. Like if I want Confidant, I want at most 2, but I don't think I want to take like 8 damage from revealing Damnation and some other cards. I think on the draw, Sinkhole becomes worse. And I think Dark Ritual, like we start with 1 card more, so having a big turn 1 play could be more beneficial. And yeah, this is good. Like we can't take turn 1 Vial. Like on the play this would have been awesome in taking the Vial, but still we can make them sacrifice 2 creatures and we can keep some of their lands tapped if they don't have a Vial. Man, they really seemed. I thought they would have only like 40% chance of having the Vial, but it turns out it's like 100%. And second Vial doesn't do much, I'm guessing. Actually, I'm still gonna take the Vial, because it will allow them to play 2 creatures every turn. And like the Crusader, we can make him sacrifice it, so the protection doesn't make a difference. This card is only bad for us when they have like an equipment on it. Because they have Wasteland, I think I don't want to play out Rishalan Port yet. Although they're gonna use it someday, so I may as well throw it under the bus. It will stop them from playing Gideon Ally of Zendikar, at least. Sure, you can have your whatever. I'm gonna tap your Caracas. Right, Wasteland, that's okay with me. And I'm going to smallpox your Liliana. So yeah, definitely the porting the Caracas turns out to be important in the end. And he discards a base, no, he sacrifices the plains. And Talion, he discards Ghost Quarter. That's fine. Sure. I think I need to smallpox now, because I need 5 mana for Damnation, and we are gonna take a lot of damage before it. And if he sacrifices Talia, then at least this will only cost 4 anymore. So we need to draw one more land. We discarded Mother of Runes, sure. Tombstalker is not enough, because it, like, he can attack 2 more times and we're dead. But if we play Tombstalker, we still want to play the Damnation, so so we are in a pretty bad spot. But if you draw a land exactly this turn and can keep him from filing in a creature at the end of turn, we can survive. Like, he needs to draw creatures that aren't 3-drops, so he can't surprise attack us with it. I'm gonna leave this untapped as well. So if he has Flicker Wisp for our blocker, actually we can't block a Flicker Wisp. Like, this can at least block a Mirror Crusader, which we can't with Tombstalker. Oh man, they do have the Flicker Wisp, so we are going to take 3 damage. And they always have to file turn 1, and they always have to Flicker Wisp when you're almost dead. Talia, sure, we can block it with a factory next turn. So we can't play Smallpox anymore, and if they ever draw a creature, we are dead. At least they can't protect Talia. That's something. A Cursed Scroll would be good here, I think. That's bad for us. Yeah, we still need a Cursed Scroll. Either way. Batterskull. And we're dead. Like if he just attacks with all of them, I can't block them all. So we're just gonna hope he doesn't see the line and he like uses Stoneforge for Batterskull and not for attacking. Yeah, being on the draw and not being able to take the... Wow, he really didn't see it. Maybe he thinks we have like a removal spell. So, Cursed Scroll, does it save us? No, like you will still have 3 creatures next turn. But yeah, he may be cautious. Like if this came 1 turn earlier, we could still have won. Like he wouldn't have been able to get the Batterskull online. Nah, we are dead. I mean, he's gonna attack now for sure. No, turn 1 Vial. You can't beat with Pucks is the lesson we learned today. Time for some breakfasts. Maybe Engineered Plague in a sideboard could help us here. Like a second Ratchet Bomb would be okay, but yeah, or another Damnation, I don't know. Well, we had enough mana. Yeah, second Ratchet Bomb, a third Pitting Needle. Like they're all very situational. Like I don't want to board him, so I think Dread of Night, which is good against Mentor as well, or Engineered Plague could be okay to improve this matchup. But in paper Magic I play a lot against Death and Taxes, but on Magic Online it's like once every 3 or 4 leagues, so I don't even know if I really want to spend cards in the sideboard. I may consider Engineered Plague because it also takes elves and goblin tokens, but I'm not sure what I would cut for it. Maybe like the second Chains. No, it's pretty good against combo decks. Now we just drew the Cursed Scroll 1 turn too late. Otherwise we would have been able to kill a creature every turn. Then he would never have had exactly enough creatures to attack through the Mishra and the Tombstalker. So better luck next time. And round 2. Let's hope we win this one. Champ, and I want to play first. Turn 1 Hin or turn 2 Nether Void. I think I should keep this. But I'm not sure. Like turn 2 Nether Void is great if they don't have discard or counter spell. I think I'm gonna try it. You need to have some balls with pucks. And at least we get to see what they play before we make any decisions. Elves, maybe. I could hidden first, because after we have Nether Void it's gonna cost 5 mana. No, whatever, I just want to jam the Nether Void. It's a more fun option. And the option that's more likely to lose us against a fair deck with only 1 mana creatures. Yeah, I mean, this is why you play a card like Nether Void. You just wanna troll the hell out of people. Okay, we need 2 more land before we can actually play anything. That's great. Okay, we need 3 more land. After he wastes us. Sure. Nether Void made his first victim. Probably Maverick or Agrolome. Looking at his hand, like looking at Zenith and Wasteland. Definitely not elves. Okay, if he draws more lands than us, we may have a problem. Sure. I'm glad he didn't waste Urborg, because we really need the second black. Don't waste Urborg. It will destroy itself. Yeah, if he's on Loam, then as soon as he has 5 mana, we're screwed. And we are already screwed to the Mox Diamond. So in the end, probably him was better. Like we couldn't know that he would wasteland us 3 times. At least we have a way to stop him from reaching low mana with the Rishalan port. For now. Jesus Christ, these guys are like all the mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 land drops, and we had 7. One more mana and we can start playing stuff. That's good. If he does not have Loam, that is. Like he needs one land and Life from the Loam, and you're basically dead. Or Sylvan Library. That works as well. I think I'm gonna him. Okay, I'm glad those are gone. He's probably gonna be able to draw a lot of cards, but with two Lilianas gone, maybe our Tombstalker can like go and check if they don't play Plow. Like they're probably a Chalice deck, so they may not play Swords to Plowshares. They may get really greedy and keep a lot of cards, and then we can just him away. If he pays 8 to draw extra cards, then we just him to Turak him. But yeah, he's probably casting Loam, so that's a problem. No. Knight. We definitely smallpox this. Yes, I want to pay. I think I'm gonna discard a him. Sacrifice the Urborg, because it's weak to Wasteland. And he discarded the other Confident, sacrifice cost quarter. I still don't think we can beat the library. Unless he gets really greedy, draws a lot of cards, and like we can attack him 2 times with the Tombstalker. We need 1 more mana. Or actually 2 more if you want to cast the... Yeah, this is the reason I put in the second 3 Shadow port. Like I used to play 1 Seagate Wreckage. I think 2 ports together with Trinisphere and Nether Void are a lot more efficient. Like just like unless you have 7 mana drops in the first turn, like in the first turns like this guy. Oh, if he has Ooze, then that's a problem. I wish he would just Rexage this if he had like 1 more mana. Yeah, I don't know if we can beat Ooze. Like he can make it a 4/4. Oh, let's see how far we get with Curse Scroll. Like we kill Dried Arbor with Curse Scroll if we randomly name the correct card, and then we can use a sacrifice effect on the Ooze. We need like everything to go right. Life from the Loam, yes, Wasteland and Ghost Quarters. I'm gonna concede it. Yeah, this stuff wouldn't have done anything. Definitely want Damnation, definitely want Ratchet Bomb. I may want Pithing Needle. I probably want Surgical. I don't want Nether Void or Trinisphere. I don't want Sinkhole. And I may not want Dark Ritual. Because like he's on Chalice, so it could be a good turn 1 play. But apart from that, it's just gonna be countered by the Chalice. Actually, him is not great either, if they're alone. So maybe on the draw, I'm gonna cut the hints. But on the play, they seem fine. Yeah, there's of course the risk with cards like Trinisphere and especially Nether Void. Like sometimes your opponent just has more mana and he gets out of the lock before you do. That's, it's also the reason why I play like the second is a Trinisphere, because some box players play 2 Nether Void. But yeah, with Trinisphere you're less likely to end up in a situation like this. Like at least you can still just cast the Lilianas for 3 mana. Like against Storm, Trinisphere is as good. But yeah, like it hardly stops you from casting your spells. I don't know how many lands the Agrolome deck plays. But yeah, maybe they even play more than us. I think they probably also play like rounds 26, like me. So yeah, they are more likely to... yeah, Chalice is annoying, so I'm gonna take it. Like I can deal with creatures. Liliana could be a problem, but I think Chalice turns off like... I mean, Pox doesn't die to Chalice, like some Delver decks or some combo decks. But it's still pretty annoying, like even against Innocent Blood. And we took the 2 best cards, so that's great. Please play Knight. I want to smallpox you badly. Yes. Perfect. I'm gonna make him this. I'm gonna smallpox instead of Innocent Blood, just to get the Vindicate out of his hand. Discard Urborg. Sacrifice Urborg. Don't want. Yeah, maybe he thought we would keep the Urborg, and then he would. He could sacrifice the Swamp and still have like double black. Oh my god, that's a really good top deck. And I feel like we're gonna lose to the library, definitely. Okay, he basically him to Turret us. Making our 2 cards useless. Yeah, if he finds another Decay or Vindicate for Liliana, we're in the bad spot. At least this plays around him drawing creatures pretty well. Yeah, he's playing very patiently with his Sylvan library. Like a lot of people against Pox deck, they would just like draw 3 cards the first 2 turns because they know we don't have a good clock. But yeah, I think he's actually... I think his way of playing it is a lot better. Like just use it for filtering, shuffling away bad cards. Like I could double waste him and he has only 3 mana available. Like if he has Garruk Relentless, I don't want him to have 4 mana. But he has Loam and he may have like more annoying land. I think I'm gonna go for it because I don't need all this mana. I could see keeping 1 for damnation. But if we can ultimate Liliana next turn, actually I want to wait one turn so Liliana survives. Yeah, I want to play around Zenith for X's3 and around Garruk Relentless. So at least he will need to draw extra cards, like both a land and a 4-drop, if he wants to play a 4-drop, if he wants to have it. Okay, I think we're forced to make him sacrifice. Like, I really want to make a pile with like library and chalice and then just a lands. Like, if he had just played land, I might consider ultimating this turn. Okay. He definitely doesn't want us to make him sacrifice the confidence. But I still think I need to make him sacrifice the Dried Arbor. Because he can't attack with confidence, and I can still make him sacrifice it next turn. If I didn't take the Dried Arbor, like any smallpox would be useless against him sacrificing the Arbor. Okay, that's pretty bad. That may cost us the game. We could still draw like other Liliana though, and no. Surgical is very bad here. Like Ratchet Bomb would have been better. Just like kill both the mana of his and the chalice. Yeah, we're in a bad losing position here. Like the Silver Library is just gonna make sure he never loses life to Confident. Yeah, this is definitely a bad matchup. Both like Chalice is annoying enough. Silver Library is like unbeatable. And Life from the Loam the same. Like I think I'm just gonna concede. Like we don't have any draws that get us out of this. Ratchet Bomb 3 turns would have been too late. Okay, this is not going great. Let's see, what do I want to change next turn? Maybe one more Ratchet Bomb. What do I want to take out? Yeah, all of these are pretty okay. Maybe exchange some Mephistopheles. Like it's good against combo, but we already are okay against combo. So if I want to record a second league, I think I'm gonna get a Ratchet Bomb now already. Yeah, I think I have time for one more league after this. So I guess the decks we've been playing, I may want to be playing Enchantress. Like main deck Rest in Peace seems good. Against Aggro Loam, and yeah, Doomwake Giant seems good against Death and Taxes. But usually around this time of the day there's a lot of Black-Red Reanimator, Dark Depths combo, and Storm. So that's why I thought Pox would be a better choice. But like you can't really predict. You can't really exactly predict the metagame on any given time. Like on average, this would have been a better moment to play Pox on Magic Online. Yeah, but it's also a very quiet time for playing Legacy. Like I think there are maybe still some Asian people awake. I'm not sure exactly what time zone. But like I play against Yolandan, like Eric London, pretty often at this time in Europe. He lives in Korea, and like otherwise I think American people are asleep, I think, or maybe they're still awake. Like it's probably like 1 or 2 a.m. on the west coast. But like east coasters are probably sleeping, and like European people, only the ones who have vacation are online at this time. And yeah, I do have vacation. I'm a student, so I have like 3 months of holidays, and I thought like it's a perfect moment to practice some Legacy, and that's why I play so much online right now. Because during the school year I don't have time. For grinding. I want to take the Mother of Runes because it's very good against Liliana at Last Hope. Actually, I have Innocent Blood, so I shouldn't have cared. So, do I Wasteland here or do I Sinkhole? Do I Sinkhole or Wasteland? If I play Urborg, he can waste me, but I still have Dark Ritual into Liliana. I think I'm gonna waste and Ritual out Liliana. Okay, I think there's no way of dealing with it now. Like, because like only if he has a Mother of Rune, active Mother of Rune in place when I play this. So I think I sinkhole first, because we know he doesn't have a file. That's the only card we would really need to take this turn. We cannot play Tombstalker yet, unless if I like mill myself. But I think I want to get these 2 ultimate mana first. I want to take the Swords of Plowshares because it stops Tombstalker. And like I don't care about the creatures because they all die to Liliana. Only a Revoker would be pretty nasty. And next turn, unless he has Revoker, I can Innocent Blood his Revoker. I can ultimate her and just like start spamming zombies. And I'm just gonna play this because I don't think there's a reason to tap his Wasteland. Like he doesn't have anything that costs 2 generic mana, so cutting him off 1 generic isn't going to do much anyway. Okay, he probably concedes either to the Liliana or to the like not drawing anything, or a combination. I think I wanted to cut the ritual here. On the draw, I probably want to cut these, because in case of I'm gonna try 2 Confidants just to see if I like them, because on the draw I wanted the 3rd Dark Ritual. Yeah, like turn 2 him, turn 2 Sinkhole. If they already play their 2 drops, it's just not doing enough. I may consider testing the Collective Brutality instead of the Sinkholes, because it's both a good early play and good late play. I'm gonna keep this in case he has turn 1 Mom. Then I can turn 1 Ritual Liliana. Okay, he does not have file. But I don't think turn 1 Dark Ritual Liliana is great if they don't have a creature. Because now we both discard a card, like he still has 4 cards in hand, I still have 4 cards in hand. And then like if you would Revoker it, we don't have mana to kill the Revoker. So we just like throw away a bunch of cards. Oh, he discards the Revoker. Either he has 2 of them, or oh yeah, like he has a Pithing Needle. So I basically threw away Dark Ritual and a Smallpox just to have my card stopped in its tracks. I think I want to play the Confidant here. Yeah, maybe I should have got 1 Tombstalker if I wanted to add confidence. Okay, he really hates all kinds of Lilianas, understandably. I'm gonna play a land, and I'm not sure what I want to do here. Before I'm gonna wasteland him, I'm gonna Thoughtseize to see if he actually needs the mana or not. And I'm gonna take, like without File, Flicker Wisp is not a big problem. I mean, sure, he can flicker our blocker and attack Liliana, but we're never gonna activate Liliana anyway. So I think the double strike damage is pretty rough. And because he's stuck with 3 drops, I think I want to kill his Caracas. And do I attack? Like in this position, he has nothing. We have OK cards. I can't use a smallpox yet. So I feel like I want to see if he takes the trade. Like he, Confident already drew us a card. And he's probably not gonna trade anyway. Like because he's so far behind. Like we're in a better spot, so I think starting to kill him is pretty good. Come on, Confident. Yeah, Confident is great. He always reveals basic swamps. Here I think I want to take the Recruiter because that's card advantage. I prefer card advantage over a one-time flicker effect. Here, like I don't want to attack with Factory because I don't want him to kill it. Actually, I think I want to attack with Factory because we have enough land. Okay, I don't want to reveal the Pitting Needle yet. But I may want to play Tombstalker, and then I can't activate the Mishra's Factory. Yeah, it's strange I was neither attacking nor blocking with Revoker. Like, if you're not gonna block, then at least you should be dealing some random damage. Targeting doesn't really matter. Yeah, sure, he's gonna come back. Oh, finally. Finally, he's attacking. Do I want to deluge for 1? I think I might. I'm first gonna take his second Flicker Wisp. Like, he's already seen the loot from Dark Confident, so I'm not giving him any information here. Actually, is there any reason not to play it? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna attack. Like, he may just need to block me anyway. Because I don't care about killing the Revoker, I just don't want... I just don't like the Flicker Wisp. And yeah, next turn he should be dead. Yeah, I'm just gonna play one more Liliana, make him see that we have it. Yeah, confident was pretty okay. Oh, we won 2-0. I thought we have to play game 3. I think like the few extra draws of confident were okay here. So I may want to board in 2 confident against Death and Taxes. So anyway, I was looking at the deck. I think I want to try out the Collective Brutality for next league. Like there's not much I really want to discard to escalate, but I just want it for the flexibility of like either killing a creature or discarding something. I'm not sure I still want Doomfall in that case, because that's basically doing the same. This does not beat turn 1 file on the draw, but I'm gonna keep it, because like you can't mulligan. I mean, on the draw you can never beat file anyway with this deck. Here I'm just gonna Thoughtseize away his, I guess he has a Revoker or a Talia, like a 2-drop. I think I take Mind Sensor to to give him an incentive to play turn 2 Revoker into our kill spell. Here I think I want to Fatal Push it, because like if he has an active mom later, Innocent Blood is better, and if he has like Fatal Push against Death and Taxes, it basically does the same as Innocent Blood, except like Fatal Push doesn't hit the it doesn't hit the Mind Sensor if you don't have Revolt, and it doesn't hit Mirror Crusader. I have a feeling I don't want to waste him because he has a second Caracas. So I think I'm going to Smallpox. Like he's gonna sacrifice the Caracas, and I'm going to sacrifice the Wasteland. He did not sack the Caracas. It's very strange. Discarded Ghost Quarter. I have no idea why he just threw away a Caracas. Maybe he's just tired. I mean, I've made mistakes like playing a Liliana into a Liliana, or like other legendaries. So we do Collective Brutalities. Sure, you can have a Revoker. Maybe I should have kept the Dark Ritual. Alright. He's still more afraid of Lost Hope? Yeah. Like if I play Tombstalker, I won't be able to Smallpox the next turns, but I don't want to be stuck on 1 mana. Crap! I wanted to click the Tombstalker. That's pretty bad. Alright. We really need to keep drawing lands. At least like we're 1 land against 1 land, and I have 2 cards in hand. Yeah, like I wanted to Tombstalker previous turn, and then if I drew another land, I would be able to cast Liliana. And then like I would have been able to make him discard the equipment this turn. So yeah, I'm definitely... Actually, I'm gonna minus the Liliana because he won't be able to put the Batterskull into play. And the only thing we never want to exile from the graveyard are creatures, in case we draw Liliana at Last Hope. Like, we want to be able to return creatures from the graveyard. I think I won't need Fatal Push. I prefer picking up the Liliana. Like against the Vial, Fatal Push could be better than a Sorcery Speed Edict. Looks good. I'll keep it. Yeah, Rishadan Port is pretty nice. It's not like he would have any 3-drops that could save him here. It's like there would be many board states where keeping him off this extra mana is just great. So we definitely want Damnation, Needle, Ratchet Bomb, and second Needle. So we were on the draw, so I wanted these. Did not want all of these cards. There was a yellow line doing there. And yeah, sure, I'll bring in the 2 Confidence again. They're actually a big liability with all the life loss we take ourselves and with the Tombstalkers, but so I'm not sure it's a good choice. So I'm gonna get the collective brutality. How much are they still? Okay, I'm not sure I still have enough credits to rent them. Seems like I do. Alright. I have Ratchet Bomb for Vial, I have a Confident, and I have something to kill a creature. I think I'm gonna keep it. Why aren't I thought I just got... Oh yeah, it's an upkeep stop, right? Okay, they did not have Vial. Yeah, like you saw at last games, he didn't have Vial, and we won. So that's basically how it goes. They have file, they win. They don't have file, we have a good chance to win. I'm not gonna reveal the Ratchet Bomb yet, I just wanna draw some cards. Because I don't know yet which cards, like, if they drop an equipment, I may want... I think I don't care about the Revoker, so I think I want to make them discard something. Very Macabre does nothing. Recruiter of the Guard is most annoying because it's a card advantage. So anyway, why are the collective brutalities not considered to be in our deck? We do have 2 brutalities, yeah, alright. Just Magic Online is just being stupid. They have Wasteland, so I don't want to commit my factories yet. Yeah, Mind Sensor doesn't do anything against me. I don't think I have anything searching libraries. I think I'm gonna throw a factory under the bus. So if they waste me, at least they won't be able to play a 4-drop like Gideon. Okay, now they can. So Rishadan Port A. I don't want to pop this yet. I want to wait, like, if he commits any more 2 or 3 drops to the board first. Like, because we can block this with Mishra's Factory, I think like putting it on 3 may be better for now. Oh, he does have a 4-drop. Palace Jailer, eh? So we need to become the Monarch, because he's gonna be drawing extra cards. So I need to play Mishra's Factory. I need to be able to attack through it. That's not really gonna work. Yeah, I think we lose this game. Yeah, clearly the hand was not good enough against them. Like, they're just gonna draw at least 2 cards and they're gonna keep a blocker. So they're gonna draw like a 3rd card next turn. While we're getting killed. Is this combat damage or combat damage? Yeah. Yeah, we need like board wipe. If we draw Toxic Deluge, And we can take the monarchy from him, like damnation. It's all gonna be too late. So on the play, I think because we're a card behind, I don't want the Dark Ritual. I think maybe getting to ruin his hand is more valuable. Yeah, we have Inquisition for, like, we don't have a second black mana, which is pretty bad against, like, if we need to resolve any of these cards. Like, we can needle his Vial if he has it. Swords doesn't do anything yet. Revoker, he's gonna name one of the Lilianas. Mangara, Recruiter is card advantage, so I'm gonna go after that. Like, late game it can turn into a second Revoker. And here also Rishadan Port is really good, because like if you don't have a 2-drop, you can just like turn 1 discard them and start taking their lands. But yeah, leaving them with a Revoker, however, means that if we get a Liliana out, if we get a Liliana, then he's gonna name it. So if I want to play a Liliana already, I should be naming the one I actually like. I think I'm just gonna wait to see which Liliana he names, and then I'm gonna play the other one to kill the Revoker. Because otherwise I'm just throwing away a Liliana for information. So Revoker on. No, Thalia. So against this Thalia, I'm gonna play Dark Ritual to, let's see, Dark Ritual gets me to 4 mana, and I can play Liliana. And make him sacrifice this one, and then he revokers the Veil, and I can kill it with, like, if I draw a second mana source. This is like one of the situations where I still want, like with the Dark Ritual, is okay against them. Because we are both color screwed, and against Thalia, getting to 3 mana may not always be possible. Okay, so he's gonna revoker this Liliana. Then I hope to draw a black source, which I don't. So I have to decide if I definitely want to needle the Vial, and I don't, like, if I play the Confidant, he's just gonna plow it. So I made the first one to Thoughtseize him. Ether Vial, next Mangara, Swords to Plowshares, and an unknown card. Castle's Judgment could be a problem with our second Liliana, and he could kill our Dark Confidant with it. But because he has Smallpox, he may not get to 3 mana, so I'm still gonna take the plow and hope it gets us there. Okay, Mangara can be a problem, so I really need to draw the Wow, he did not play Mangara. That's interesting. I feel like I have to play the Confident here to get the Council's Judgment out of his hand. And he won't be able to play Mangara at least for a turn. Yeah, not drawing a second black source is one of the ways that Pox often loses, because like it has a lot of double black spells. Oh, Jesus. He really draws the cards he needs. And we really don't. Like, what is this garbage? Yeah, now he's gonna cancel Judgment and File. Like, I probably should have taken the Judgment in hindsight, because he can kill the Pithing Needle, then he can like file in Mangara to kill our Planeswalkers. He does not. Why is he not playing it? He probably wants to keep his options open as long as possible. Or he just forgot about the needle. Sure. Yeah, Toxic Deluge would be useful now, or a second basic swamp. He's gonna have the Mangara, and it's gonna exile our swamp, probably. And I still need to kill all of these, so I don't think I can wait a turn, because he can, because otherwise he's gonna exile our swamp anyway if we wait for a turn, and we may never be able to cast the oh, he's really being cautious with his spells. I mean, it's good for me, but like if he would have filed end of turn his Mangara and just exiled my swamp, I think it could be game over. Like if I thought sees him, he might file in the Mangara. So like forcing him to do it could backfire. Okay, and he does have the Caracas to like a combo with Mangara. So he can exile one card, like one permanent a turn, bounce it, and then file it in again, and exile something, and bounce his... like, we don't get priority to wasteland his Caracas before he gets to do the trick. Yeah, we need Urborg exactly this turn. Like if we play Swamp now, he may just exile it, and I don't think I want it. So I think I'm not gonna play the Swamp. Yeah, I mean it's what Death and Taxes does. They screw your mana. So opponent is just executing their game plan. Yeah, I think I can't hold off playing my lands now. Yeah, we would have been in a good spot if you were able to drop these earlier. Yeah, we're not gonna beat that. Draw cards. Nope, nope. I think I'm gonna drop. I'm now going to record a second league, so I think I'm gonna start a new video.